Hello and welcome to the Snickerdoodle Knits YouTube channel. I am Jessica, the knitter and designer behind Snickerdoodle Knits, and I'm coming to you from North Carolina in the United States. Today I'm going to talk about my very first knitting pattern design. And that is a chunky mitten design that is called With Love from the North Mittens. So this pattern uses super bulky yarn. The yarn that I used is Lion brand Wool Ease Thick and Quick that I just bought from my local Michael's store. This is a very simple and basic mitten pattern design. I'd highly recommend it for an adventurous beginner who's interested in maybe learning how to knit in the round, how to work a mitten, how to work a thumb, maybe wanting to learn how to work colorwork for the first time. I would not recommend it for a very first beginner because you do want to know the basics of how to knit before knitting this mitten pattern. So what this pattern includes for techniques is a twisted ribbing, so that's knits and purls through the back loop, and then everything else is plain knitting or increases. Of course, the thumb, you do something a little bit different, but otherwise it's just plain knit stitches, increases and decreases. For the pattern, everything is written instructions, but I have included charts for the heart motif. So if you're interested in referencing that chart just to give you a better idea of what you're doing rather than maybe reading all of the written instructions, that's there for a resource. I've also recommended in the pattern that if you'd rather not work color work for this heart, you can go back and do duplicate stitch. So that means you would knit everything in one color, work the whole mitten in one color, then when you're all done, you go back with your second color and work over to create the heart motif. So you just create your knit stitches on the top of pre-existing stitches. Either way, this heart will have a larger thickness because it is essentially double thick here where the heart is. So the concept is that there's a heart that's located on the palm of each of your hands. What I have done with mine here is that I have put in a fleece liner, so that's super easy. Just trace out the shape on your fleece or flannel or whatever you want to put in there, sew it together real quick and insert it in there. I do not include instructions in the pattern, but I do say that that's an option. So this pattern comes in 4 sizes. It comes in a child size, small, medium, and large adult sizes. All of that information can be found on the pattern page on Ravelry, and I have all of the dimensions and everything for each size. So, in summary, this is a very quick, simple, easy knit, great for gift knitting, and it's so super practical. It's a wonderful winter accessory. Of course, now that we're living in North Carolina, I haven't used them since we moved here, but they're super warm, very durable, and super cute. One modification that I have made to the pattern since I made these is that I believe the ribbing is a little bit longer. So you can see here's my end of my thumb. This is the ribbing, comes just below my wrist. But that is super easy to just lengthen. You start here at the bottom, at the cuff of the mitten. So you would just knit your ribbing longer, work your ribbing longer before starting the rest of the mitten. So where you can find this pattern available is on LoveCrafts Knitting, on Patternvine, and on Ravelry. They are all published underneath the Snickerdoodle Knits name. That's the design name that I go under. You can also find other resources about the pattern on my blog. So on my blog I have yarn recommendations and color recommendations for the mitten pattern. I'll link all of those places in the description box below. So you can find all of the places to buy the pattern in the description box, and you can find all of the other information that I have about the pattern, including color suggestions and alternative yarn recommendations, all on the blog. So all of those links are down below. I hope you find that helpful. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. If you liked this video, go ahead and thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out the tutorials and the other design videos that I have. I hope to see you very, very soon. Happy knitting!